In a world that never seems to slow down, rest has become one of the rarest things we search for and one of the hardest to hold on to. Every day asks more of us, more attention, more energy, more movement, more noise. And somewhere in the middle of all that, our bodies whisper a simple request we often ignore. Let me rest. This episode is about learning to hear that whisper again. It's about the quiet art of better sleep, the kind of rest that isn't forced, rushed, or perfect, but built slowly through small habits, gentle discipline, and a willingness to understand what your body has been trying to tell you. So settle in, take a breath. Let's explore how to find rest in a restless world. Sleep used to feel simple. You'd close your eyes, drift off, and wake up ready for whatever the day threw at you. But somewhere between long workdays, glowing screens, late-night scrolling, and the constant hum of life, rest became something we chase instead of something we receive. If you've ever laid awake at 2 a.m. replaying conversations, planning tomorrow, or just staring at the ceiling wondering why your brain refuses to slow down, you're not alone. Good sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a foundation. And like any foundation, it needs care, intention, and a little bit of structure. And then there are those nights where you're exhausted, truly tired, but your mind decides to run a marathon anyway. You close your eyes, hoping for rest, and suddenly you've gone down 100 rabbit holes. One thought leads to another, then another, until you're mentally solving problems that don't even exist yet. You're tired, but you can't sleep. Your body wants rest, but your brain is still wide awake, flipping through memories, worries, and random ideas like a never-ending slideshow. Why sleep feels harder now? We live in a world that never shuts off. Notifications, news, endless content. It's all designed to keep us awake and engaged. Even when we're exhausted, our minds stay wired. Add stress, travel, irregular schedules, or late-night caffeine, and suddenly sleep becomes a puzzle with missing pieces. And sometimes the worries aren't loud or dramatic. They're vague, shapeless, floating in the background like static. Other nights, they're painfully real. How am I going to pay rent or the mortgage? What if I don't finish that report? What if I fall behind on my projects? How am I supposed to catch up? These aren't imaginary fears. They're legitimate concerns that come from trying to hold life together while juggling responsibilities, deadlines, and expectations. But even real worries can take on a life of their own at night. They grow sharper in the dark, looping in circles, repeating themselves until you're wide awake despite being completely drained. And that's the hardest part. You're tired, you want rest, but your mind keeps running scenarios, planning solutions, and replaying problems you can't fix at 2 a.m. So how do you tune all of this out long enough to sleep? You don't ignore the worries. You gently set them down. You give your mind permission to pause. You remind yourself that problems are solved in daylight, not in the middle of the night. You create a small ritual, a soft landing, something that signals to your brain, not now, later. Because rest isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about giving yourself the strength to face those real worries with a clearer mind tomorrow. But here's the good news. You can rebuild your relationship with rest. It doesn't require perfection, just small, consistent habits that signal to your body. It's safe to slow down now. And that's where discipline comes in. Everything we do well in life has a structure behind it. We evaluate the situation, we justify what happened, and we make adjustments. Sleep is no different. It needs discipline, not luck. A disciplined mindset looks at the night honestly. Why didn't I sleep well? What part of my routine slipped? What can I adjust tomorrow? When you approach rest with the same intentionality you bring to fitness, work, or travel planning, your sleep becomes something you actively shape, not something that just happens to you. Over time, those small corrections build a reliable rhythm. You start trusting your own ability to wind down, reset, and recover. Rebuilding your sleep isn't about chasing the perfect night. It's about creating a steady pattern of choices that support rest, night after night. Getting a good night's sleep in a tent can be surprisingly difficult. Maybe the sleeping pad isn't supportive enough, or the temperature drops and you end up shivering, or the wind and rain keep you awake. Every time you camp, you learn exactly why you didn't sleep well, and that's valuable. Use those lessons to improve your setup for the next trip. Outdoor sleep systems have come a long way. Modern pads, insulated mats, compact pillows, and weather-resistant gear are far better than what existed even a few years ago. It's worth updating your kit when you can. If you're car camping, you have even more flexibility. Look at the different setups available and adjust your sleep system by adding or swapping out the items that matter most. A better mattress, warmer quilt, quieter tent fabric, or a sturdier cot. Air mattresses have dropped significantly in price, and backpacking pads are lighter, smaller, and more comfortable than ever. The key is simple. Keep exploring better gear and better prices. Competition has made quality sleep equipment far more affordable, so upgrading your setup doesn't have to break the bank. How to calm your mind when worry wakes you up. Let's say you wake up in the middle of the night and suddenly start worrying about a bill. Your mind begins racing, your heart picks up speed, and before you know it, you're wide awake. This is where you need to calm your brain with a plan. Not a perfect plan, not a detailed plan, just an outline your mind can hold on to. Here's an example. Your rent is due in 5 days, and it's $1,000. Today is Tuesday, and you get paid on Friday. Your paycheck will be $700. In the middle of the night, that gap feels enormous. Your brain starts spiraling. How am I going to pay this? What if I fall behind? What if everything collapses? But here's the trick to calming your mind. Break the problem down. You're getting paid in 3 days. You're short $300. You have $200 in savings. Suddenly, your $1,000 problem becomes a $100 problem. You've reduced the size of the worry simply by reasoning with your brain. You're showing it how the problem can be solved, or at least how it can be approached. As long as your mind sees an outline, even a rough one, it can relax. It doesn't need the full solution at 2 a.m. It just needs to know the problem isn't impossible. This is only an example, but you understand what's happening here. You're giving your brain permission to stand down. You're telling it, I have a direction. I'll handle this in the morning. And that's the key. Deal with the problem when you're awake. Problems always feel smaller after rest. That's the idea. Sleep first, solve later. The ritual of winding down. Think of sleep as a gentle landing, not a sudden stop. A nighttime ritual doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to be yours. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Your brain responds to darkness like a natural cue. Put your phone away. Even 5 feet makes a difference. Stretch or breathe for a few minutes. Let your muscles unclench from the day. Sip something warm, herbal tea, warm water, anything that feels calming. Write down tomorrow's tasks so your mind doesn't carry them into the night. These small actions create a rhythm, a steady signal to your nervous system that it's finally okay to rest. And beneath that rhythm is something even more important: planning. Planning is one of the most essential problem-solving tools we have. It doesn't guarantee that every challenge disappears, but it gives us a way to reason with our circumstances instead of being overwhelmed by them. When you plan, you become aware of what's happening, why it's happening, and what adjustments are possible. That awareness alone makes solutions feel closer, more attainable. Sleep works the same way. It isn't just a biological function, it's a discipline. A disciplined mindset evaluates the night honestly. What went right? What disrupted rest? What habits slipped? What can be improved tomorrow? This is the same mindset behind staying organized, staying consistent, and staying aware. It's the same mindset behind the post: mastering reminders, stay organized, and on top of your tasks. Because reminders, routines, and planning aren't just productivity tools. They're sleep tools too. When you treat rest with the same intentionality you bring to your goals, your travel planning, your road trip organization, or your daily habits, you stop seeing sleep as something random. You start seeing it as a practice, something you shape, refine, and strengthen over time. Discipline doesn't make sleep perfect. It makes sleep possible. Your sleep environment matters. Your bedroom should feel like a sanctuary, not a storage room, not an office, not a second living space. For me, sleep is a non-negotiable item in my life. At work, whenever I was asked to do something that pushed into my rest time, I refused, not in a way that risked my job, but in a way that made it clear that sleep was a constant in my life. My bosses knew it, and they respected it. You have to be serious about the idea that sleep is important. Once you truly believe that, you start building your days around it instead of squeezing it in as an afterthought. That means your devices have to respect your sleep too. Phone, TV, computer, tablet, all of them need to know when it's downtime. Mine are completely blocked during my sleep schedule. No notifications, no buzzing, no glowing screens pulling me back into the world when I'm trying to disconnect. I sleep with my watch, and it sleeps when I sleep. It monitors my rest for health, nothing more. Every morning I get a score, and I study it, not obsessively, but intentionally, to understand what happened, what improved, and what needs adjusting. Once you put these boundaries in place, once your environment and your habits line up with your intention, you're set. Sleep stops being a battle and becomes a rhythm, a ritual, a promise you keep to yourself every night. Keep it cool, keep it dark, keep it quiet, or use soft white noise. Invest in a pillow that actually supports your neck. Keep your bed for sleep, not scrolling. When your environment supports rest, your body follows. When you still can't sleep, build a routine that teaches your body to rest. Sometimes, even after doing everything right, sleep still doesn't come easily. When that happens, the answer isn't to force it. It's to build a routine that gently trains your body and mind to expect rest. Start with your days. Create a rhythm that naturally leads towards sleep at night. Stay active, move your body, and keep yourself engaged. A long walk, a workout, or simply staying busy throughout the day helps your system understand the difference between daytime energy and nighttime calm. Avoid long afternoon naps, long stretches of sitting, or anything that throws off your internal clock. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself, it's to give your body a clear pattern. When you stay consistently active during the day, your brain begins to recognize that nighttime is for recovery. Do this for a week, or even 2, and you'll start to feel the shift. Your evenings become quieter, your mind slows down more easily, and your body begins to welcome sleep instead of fighting it. Once that routine settles in, sleep becomes natural, not forced, not chased, simply part of the rhythm you've created. And that rhythm becomes the foundation you rely on every night. Age isn't the reason you're not sleeping. Often we think we don't get a full night of sleep because we're older, that waking up to pee or tossing around at night is just part of aging. But age has nothing to do with how a healthy person sleeps. If you're dealing with sickness, chronic pain, or recovering from an accident, that's understandable. But if you're generally healthy, listen closely. Good sleep starts long before you close your eyes. It begins with preparation. Tune down your electronics. Let your phone, TV, computer, and tablet wind down before you do. Avoid caffeinated drinks, soda, coffee, tea, especially late in the evening. If you enjoy them, keep it early. Drink your water throughout the day and only in moderation before bed. Don't take on activities that will keep your mind racing when you're supposed to be slowing down. Go pee one last time before turning the lights off. Don't eat foods that trigger heartburn. If you sweat at night, use a light blanket and avoid heavy pajamas that trap heat. Anything that can disturb your sleep should be addressed. Set your alarms correctly so you don't get jolted awake by an unintended early alert. Keep your room dark. Even the tiny lights from chargers, computers, or screens can interrupt your rest. If your computer runs updates, schedule them during the day. Use dark curtains to block outside light and create a true sleep environment. Sleep isn't about age. It's about intention, preparation, and protecting the space where rest happens. When you treat sleep like something sacred, your body responds in kind. What happens when you don't sleep? We often underestimate what a lack of sleep does to the body. Missing rest isn't just feeling tired the next day. It affects your entire system. When you don't sleep, your body goes into a kind of quiet stress mode, and over time that stress shows up in your health. One of the first things people notice is weight gain. When you're sleep deprived, your hormones shift. The ones that control hunger and fullness get out of balance, making you crave more food, especially sugar and carbs. Your body also stores fat differently when it's tired, which makes maintaining a healthy weight harder. Then there's heart health. Poor sleep can raise your blood pressure, increase inflammation, and make your heart work harder than it needs to. Over months and years, that adds up. Your heart needs rest just as much as your mind does. And it doesn't stop there. Lack of sleep affects your mood, your focus, your immune system, your ability to handle stress, and even how well you make decisions. Everything becomes just a little harder. The point isn't to scare you. It's to remind you that sleep is not optional. It's a core part of your health. When you protect your sleep, you're protecting your body, your mind, and your future. That's why building routines, setting boundaries, and treating sleep as non-negotiable matters so much. Rest isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. Stages of sleep. Sleep isn't just on or off. It moves through a series of stages, each one doing something different for your body and mind. When you understand these stages, you start to see why protecting your sleep matters so much, and why even small disruptions can throw off your entire night. Stage 1. Light sleep, N1. This is the doorway, the gentle drift from wakefulness into rest. Your breathing slows, your muscles relax, and your brain begins to disconnect from the outside world. It's easy to wake up here, but it's also where your body starts the process of shutting down for the night. Stage 2. Deeper light sleep, N2. Your heart rate drops, your temperature lowers, and your brain waves become more organized. This stage makes up the largest portion of your sleep. It's where your body begins real recovery, sorting information and preparing for deeper rest. Stage 3. Deep sleep, N3. This is the heavy, restorative sleep, the kind you feel in your bones. Your body repairs tissue, strengthens your immune system, and resets your physical energy. Waking up from deep sleep can feel disorienting because your brain is in full recovery mode. This stage is essential for feeling refreshed. REM sleep, dream sleep. Your brain becomes active again, almost as if you're awake, but your body stays still. This is where dreaming happens. REM sleep helps with memory, creativity, emotional processing, and problem solving. It's the stage that helps you wake up with clarity instead of chaos. If you have an iPhone, go into Settings and explore the Sleep section. Then open the Health app and set your sleep schedule, your bedtime, your wake-up time, and your downtime. The more you learn about these tools, the more in tune you become with your own rhythms. You have to normalize your sleep regardless of your work schedule. For me, sleep is non-negotiable. At work, whenever something threatened that boundary, I pushed back, respectfully, professionally, but firmly. Over time, my bosses understood that sleep was a constant in my life, and they respected it. Talk to them. Your devices should respect it too. Your phone, TV, computer, and tablet all need to be set for downtime and completely blocked during your sleep window. Mine are locked down every night. No notifications, no distractions, no excuses. I sleep with my watch, and it sleeps when I sleep. It monitors my rest for health, nothing more. Every morning, I get a sleep score, and I study it, not obsessively, but intentionally, to understand what happened and how I can improve. Once you put these systems in place, everything starts working for you. Your phone and watch begin to understand your routines. The bionic chip learns your patterns and builds schedules automatically, and you simply make small adjustments as needed. When your habits, your environment, and your technology all align with your intention to sleep well, you're set. Rest becomes predictable, protected, and part of your identity, not something you hope for, but something you build. Travel and sleep, the hardest combination. If you're a traveler, a road tripper, or someone who sleeps in different places often, you already know how unpredictable rest can be. New beds, new temperatures, new noises, it all affects your sleep. A few grounding habits help. Bring a small sleep kit, eye mask, earplugs, a familiar pillowcase. Keep a consistent wind-down routine, even on the road. Avoid heavy meals or caffeine late at night. If you're car camping, make sure your setup feels secure and comfortable. Your body loves familiarity. Give it something stable, even when the scenery changes. The morning after. Good sleep isn't just about the night. It's about how you greet the morning. Wake slowly. Stretch. Drink water. Step outside if you can. Let the day meet you gently instead of rushing into it. When you treat mornings with care, your nights often follow. Final thought. Sleep isn't a battle to win. It's a relationship to nurture. The more you honor it, the more it gives back. Better mood, better focus, better health, better adventures. Rest is the quiet engine behind everything you do. Tonight, give yourself permission to slow down. You deserve rest that feels deep, peaceful, and real. Thank you for spending this time with me, exploring the quiet art of better sleep and what it means to find rest in a restless world. If today's episode helped you slow down, breathe deeper, or rethink the way you approach rest, I hope you carry that feeling with you into tonight and into every night that follows. If you'd like more conversations like this, more guidance, more reflective moments, make sure to subscribe. It helps the show grow, and it ensures you never miss an episode. Until next time, take care of yourself, protect your rest, and keep practicing the quiet art of slowing down.